Welcome back to the Galaxy College Moonbears Dynasty. We are in week number 3, so let's take a look at recruiting for the first time this season. We don't have a lot of hours, so we're really splitting it across these top 4 players here. 2 offensive linemen, a cornerback, and a wide receiver, all of which are gems. So focusing on the top players that we want here. Some of them are already ready for a visit. Hollenbach here, the wide receiver, is probably the best of these 4 that I'm most excited about. And with both of our top receivers graduating this year with Brock and Moore, he might even play in year number 1 if we can get him in here. The only thing we can really pitch him on is his proximity to home. But we do have this center from New Jersey, so he'll definitely get the same proximity to home pitch. And after simulating the week, we're going to get our first recruit of the season, 3-star cornerback Noah Truman from Virginia. And then David Demukije. Probably said that name wrong, but he's playing on the offensive line, and he probably won't start away anyway. But those are 2 great additions early on here, and I don't think we got any recruits of that caliber at this point last season. So we are facing Rutgers here, our in-state rivalry, and this is actually the second team in 3 weeks that had made the tournament last year in the first ever college football playoff. So we have a pretty tough challenge here. This is going to be even tougher than North Texas that we faced in week number 1. They have a lot of good defenders, especially in the secondary here. And quarterbacking this team is a Johnny Shepard, 78 overall, 3-star. But he has made some mistakes here, throwing 5 picks in 2 of his games. So let's see what we can do facing our first Power 4 opponent of the season. So Rutgers won the toss. We'll start off with the ball. The first play is a handoff to Charles Stewart, who is now officially the starter for the Moonbears. And he got the start last week, and he's looked impressive in both games. So Swartz and Daniels will just play more of a backup role this season going forward. But early on here, we've already got a flag. And holding has been an issue, specifically for Barlow here. That's like his 3rd call in the last 2 weeks. And we have another flag here, but this one looks like they're calling it against the defense. So they did rough Niver there on defense. So that'll set us up here at the 27-yard line. Stewart will run left, and he'll pick up 5. Now Niver looking to throw. That one goes into traffic. He somehow gets it to his man, Ray Brock, and that will get us a fresh set of downs. Now Niver trying to fit this one on the sideline. Javon Moore will pick up 7. Now the jet touch pass goes to Julio Young. It doesn't get anything, but there is another flag here. Lots of flags on this opening drive, and it's another holding call, this time to Spanway. That's going to set us up in a 2nd and 13, and Niver is thrown down, making this even more. A little bit of beef after that play. 3rd and forever. Niver will just try to go to the end zone, and Young did not have the step there. That one's going to be swatted down, setting up a pretty long field goal here. Lincoln missed one last week, but he nails this one, 43 yards. The Moonbears start off with the lead. Now we can get a first look at this Rutgers offense. They'll pick up 4 on that one. Now on a 3rd down play, Shepard tries to go deep, and that one's swatted down by Uluave. So we force a quick 3-and-out. The punt will be returned by Robinson. He's going to cut to the outside. He's got a lot of space in front of him. No one is going to catch. Keyshawn Robinson, touchdown, Moonbears. The special teams coming in clutch here. We know this is going to be a tough matchup for us, so a play like that early on can really help us out here. And Robinson did transfer to us to get more playing time, so we'll have to see if going forward he can get in on more of the rotation of the wide receivers. But Rutgers will now get the ball back. Benjamin picks up 5 there. They're going to hand it off to him again. He doesn't quite get the block that he wanted. That's going to set up another 3rd down for Rutgers. They're going to easily pick it up here on this play. And now they're going to try the sweep play of their own. They'll get 5. Play action for Shepard. Looking to the side, finds his man, but right out of bounds. 3rd and 1. Handoff goes to Benjamin. He's going to pick it up. First down from their own 41. Benjamin has a huge hole up the middle, and they're going to mark him just short. Trying to pick up that last yard. Benjamin's going to fight forward and cross the midfield line. Here he goes again. We are not seemingly able to stop him on this drive. Bringing some linebackers in the middle, but they're just going to run it to the outside. And that will get him into 1st and goal. Man in motion for Rutgers. Shepard's going to throw right over the middle. There's no one around him. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The freshman tight end for Rutgers will cut this lead down with this play, and it looks like he may not have gotten in. We're actually going to challenge this play. That foot did not look like, yeah, he catches it and the foot is right out of bounds. So we do win the challenge, but they still have the ball here. Benjamin making some good cuts. Gets down to the 1. They're going to actually try to throw it here on 3rd down and 1. Shepard's going to escape the pocket and dive in. They do end up scoring after all. And we almost had him here. You could see McCrary just could not break off the tackle in time, and he was able to dive right in. We are going to get the ball back. Here goes Stewart. Some nice speed to the outside. That's going to set us up with a 3rd down and 4. Niver waiting in the pocket. Just waits a little too long to take off. He probably could have ran that one. But the Moonbears drive will stop after just a 3 and out. Rutgers looking now to take the lead. We'll start off with a gain of 7. We do get him to a 3rd down and 3, and Benjamin is stuffed. That is Quincy Reed, the safety, coming down into the box to stop that drive. We force the punt. And Niver just able to get this one out. Stewart makes a cut and shows why he deserves to be the starter. Now Niver's going to take it for himself off the read option, but they completely sniffed that one out. 2nd down and 13. Niver's going to go for it all. He has a man open, but it's just thrown out of bounds. So now a 3rd down and 13. Stewart was probably not going to be able to pick that one up, but he misses another play. And on the next play, our punter gets completely destroyed. And even after the update, this penalty just still happens too much, so I think I changed that after this game. So now the Moonbears with under 2 minutes left in this half. Niver's hit as he throws, and the ball lands right in the lap of one of the Rutgers defenders. Right, Nivar gets right up in his face. Just a completely unlucky play there. Abram Wright, right place, right time. And he is able to give Rutgers the chance to take the lead before half. And they're going to get it right here. The seam route right up the middle. Reed could not keep up with him. KJ Duff, the freshman receiver. He will give Rutgers the first lead of the day here. We still have a minute and a half left in this half. Can we get anything going here? We get a nice play to start off the drive. I'm trying to set up the screen here. He gets this one to Stewart. He has one man to beat. Breaks free of him. But still gets tracked down. We need about 15 to 20 yards for the field goal, but it's not going to matter. We're going to fumble the ball off the hit. And that is a scoop and score. The last 2 minutes of the half has been a complete disaster for the Moonbears. The offensive line is just letting up so much pressure that we threw the pick and then fumbled that one. And almost throwing another pick here as this one, or we still got one more play here. Now going for it all. Niver now going for it all in the Hail Mary, showing off the arm strength. That one's going to be swatted down. Rutgers will go into the half up 21 to 10, and we could have possibly been up by about that much if we just had some ability to protect Niver as he throws. So Rutgers will start with the ball in the second half. They get a great play here, getting them down to the 40. Shepard has all day to throw, but he's eventually tracked down. That is Blanks, the linebacker. He was able to just read what Shepard was doing, tracked him down, great play. That sets up a 3rd down and 9. We get some pressure to Shepard, but he gets the ball off, and they end up converting. Shepard's now going to run with the ball. He hasn't really done that at all, but he picks up an easy 10 right there. Now handing this one off. That'll get him down to about the 25. Shepard now throwing with a bit of a dangerous pass. Down to the 13. Benjamin is back into the game. This is setting up for a 3rd down and 5. He finds his man, and he could have easily scored on that one. Just stepped out right before it. 1st and goal. Benjamin, we stuffed him. Quaylen Hill comes in with that play. Back it up to 5. Benjamin stopped again, setting up a 3rd and 4. Can the Moonbears stop him here? Shepard's just going to roll out and score. And this game is getting out of hand at this point. Shepard picks up his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And that will lead to an 18-point lead for Rutgers. And the Moonbears have to feel like this is coming up on crunch time here. We got a 3rd down and 7. Throwing over the middle to Stewart. He is stopped just short. And we are not able to risk it. That 4th and 1. So Rutgers gets the ball back. We got to hope for a defensive miracle at this point. 2nd down, the run to Benjamin. They're trying to run out this clock. They pick up another 1st. That's going to chew a few more minutes here. Benjamin picks up another 1st down. More minutes off the clock. We're down to just 5 minutes. This game is slipping away from us. They pick up another 1st here. That'll lead to 4 minutes left. Throwing this one will get him to a 1st and goal. That will lead us to a 3rd and goal. Shepard has his man open on the right. We have 1 defender for 2 receivers, and math is never going to work. Rutgers extends this lead 35 to 10. A minute 30 left in this game. Do we have anything to show here? We get this nice play to Stewart. One of the longest passes in school history. Comes in complete garbage time going to our running back. Stewart also had that long pass in the first game of the season. Now 1st and goal. Brock will come down with it. He gets the garbage time touchdown here. And that is pretty much the rest of what happened in this game. Final score, Rutgers 35, Galaxy College only 17. You know, it looked really good there in the first. Then just the pile-on from the 2 turnovers, and the offense for Rutgers came alive, and we stood no chance at that point. Shepard scoring 4 touchdowns. But we do have a little bit more recruiting to talk about, as we do get another recruit. Didn't pop up, but Paul College, the center, commits to us. So we have 2 offensive linemen in this class that are going to be great additions for us. And we're still trying to get Holland back, the receiver, but we also need a punter. So Colin Scioli here is the best one that I could find, so we offered him a scholarship. I won't go too crazy with punter since we do have a lot of, but here's some of the additions that I made after we got some of those commits. We do free up some points, so we have a tight end, an athlete, and a defensive tackle, and then this guard here, Clemens, just throwing some of the last points onto him. And Boone and Marshall are all gems as well. So really just focusing on the players with high upside, 3-star players. And the rest of this video is just the stats from today's game, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.